did everybody sign up for the keyboard giveaway?
Let me say, I didn't say that, also with that ticket stub that you got, at the end of Avery's program, we will be drawing for door prizes that will lead up to the keyboard that somebody's going to leave with tonight. So you gotta have ticket stub.
We got some DVDs, we got some stands, and we got an NM6, which is our entry level synthesizer we're going to give away, valued at $600. Avery and I have worked together for years. I represent Yamaha 2 Portlands. I live in Atlanta. Avery's in Los Angeles, California. He travels the country. He's actually in charge of this product, the Motif and the MOX, which is our brand. So we're not going to talk anymore. We're going to introduce Avery, and he's going to show you how cool the MOX is. Avery Burdette.
One little adjustment here. So how's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
How many keyboard players in the house? What's that? Well, get those that are willing to admit it anyway. Right? Any drummers? Guitar players? Yeah, there's always a lot of guitar players. Love that. Bass players, holding down the low end, playing that good one note at a time. Now, I just want to mention that I can appreciate you wanting to maybe sit over here and watch, but if you really want it to sound good, you have to sit right in the middle, because it's going to sound good tonight. We've got DSR 112 speakers, the new Yamaha powered monitors. I mean, it just depends. You're certainly welcome to sit there, but if you really want to hear what's going on, the sweet spot's over here. So, and I think I can probably talk loud enough. I don't really have to use a mic unless I'm doing something that's that has to do with the microphone, I guess. So, let me just start off by playing a little MOX for you here. Yamaha is going to celebrate our 125th anniversary of making musical instruments next year, in 2012. I joined the year that we celebrated our 100th anniversary, so I'll be celebrating my 25th anniversary with Yamaha next year. But John's got 5 years on me. He's been with the company for 30 years. We've been making, like I said, we started out making musical instruments. It was a reed organ of the pump type that Mr. Junichi Yamaha carried through the mountains of Japan and started selling. And it developed over the years, you know, into piano business and band instruments, and electronics started, you know, in the 60s and 70s, and then the technology evolved into the instruments that I was first attracted to, the synthesizers and those kinds of things in the 70s and 80s. And it has been quite a journey to watch the technology evolve since I bought my DX7 in 1983 when I was living in Nashville and trying to make a living playing music in the studios in Nashville. And turns out that I, you know, moved to Nashville and then moved on to a tour bus. So, I don't know if any of you had an experience like that, but I saw the United States and most of Canada from the window of a tour bus for about 4 or 5 years. But then when I was lucky enough to get on with Yamaha, for the first 8 years I was with Yamaha, I did nothing but go out and do clinics and presentations and show people how great this equipment is, how it's used, how it works, why it works the way it does, and that kind of thing. And then after a few years, I took a couple of different positions with the company, and finally moved to California and became the product manager for, at that time, Digital Musical Instruments, and is now called music production. Now, music production includes all the things that you would find in a studio, a small studio, a medium studio, a large studio: the monitors, the mixers, the keyboards, the recorders. We have a vast array of products in music production that are, you know, just a lot of fun to be associated with. So I feel very fortunate to have the opportunity to work with these products. I also feel very fortunate for having these people at Portman's and Portman-like places all over the country that are ways that our product gets to you, our ultimate customer and our end user. So tonight, the MOX is the latest in our synthesizer line. We are celebrating another anniversary in January at the big NAMM show in California. Anybody hear of that? We'll be celebrating 10 years of Motif. The Motif is our flagship synthesizer workstation, music production synthesizer. It's on its 4th generation, and this is the 2nd generation of the Mo series, the mid-level synthesizer. The MOX-8, it really has just been shipping for a few months now. I can't remember exactly when. Maybe, yeah, just a few months really. It is a full-blown music production workstation synthesizer. It has 355 megabytes of wave ROM, which at the time, when the Motif XS came out, was the largest wave ROM. It's only surpassed by the latest Motif. It carries on the tradition that has made the Motif the most successful synthesizer workstation on the planet. We've been leading this market for, you know, since June of 2001, when the original Motif hit the market. And I like to say that the success of the Motif is due to three main things. The first thing, and the most important thing, is sound. You know, it just, nothing really else matters unless you have the sound. The second thing, as my friend Howard Massey would say, he would say, second most important thing is the sound. And the third thing is the sound. You know, it just all starts with the sound. So I want to go through a few of the sounds that that we're, you know, quite proud of, that we think is the reason that the Motif is so successful. And the benchmark that everybody uses to judge the sound of a synthesizer is the piano. Yamaha has the unique distinction in this industry to be one of the few companies that makes pianos, and not just any piano. The CFX concert grand piano that was introduced in 2010, after 19 years of development, has turned the industry, the acoustic piano industry, around, and has made quite an impression upon the entire acoustic piano industry. And that's a whole nother story. But let's just listen to this full concert grand in the Motif X, the MOX 8. In addition to the sound, is the 88 note graded hammer weighted action that weighs 34 pounds. It's awesome, you know, when you need that kind of touch, that feel, that kind of sound, and you need to take it somewhere and play it. There's never been one more portable than this. Oh, absolutely, graded. You know what that means? A graded hammer action. On an acoustic piano, you know, the strings on the low end are really big. So it takes really big hammers to hit the strings. And on the high